It is Monday, the first trading day of March, and markets are continuing to fall. What's happening? What in the world's going on? And why, after having a green day on Friday, are we in this position? Well, let's take a look at it. I thought it was really interesting. This article here talking about AI, and look at this. Approximately 60 to 73% of equities in the U.S. are traded by AI bots. I thought that was really, really interesting. And based off of trading bots and non-emotional trading, is that going to affect the markets to the downside or to the upside? I found that very interesting. If we go over here to the fear and greed index, we have fallen out of extreme fear to the fear quadrant. However, we were at around a 31 this morning, and we've fallen to 29. I don't like that. And it could be because of what's happening currently with news catalysts. And if we go over here to crypto, it was all the way in deep, deep fear or extreme fear of like 10 over the weekend. And then we had the news catalyst for Bitcoin and the Bitcoin reserve. If we look here, Bitcoin jumped nearly $14,000 in 3 days due to the crypto reserve announcements. And if we go over here to the crypto charts now, what is happening? If we take a look at this, we had a bounce of about 10% yesterday, and now it's almost the complete opposite. Now we're continuing to fall. So crypto, it looks like it's just not holding up. It was a fantastic news catalyst that pushed up the crypto markets on Sunday, based off of the news with crypto, the crypto reserves. But where do we go from here? I mean, as you can see, we're still, close to the 200-day moving average. We sunk all the way down, actually below, which this has gotten pulled up since then. But we were in the 70s. Now, this is a daily chart. If we move out to a weekly chart and we take a look, now if we zoom out, it looks a little better. And you can see, obviously, where did that green candle go for Sunday? Well, obviously, it's a weekly chart. So we put in, let me see, last week, about a 9% dip last week. It's currently trading at around 85, about 900. So if you zoom out, we can see that, it isn't as scary when you zoom out on a chart. But you can still see, and this is a weekly, of course, but you can see what I've been talking about, these double tops right here. And then, we've had this fall, and are we going to bounce? This is the question. As you can see, I have a target right here around 135 to about 165. I would say that's conservative for a bull run. But currently, I do not like the way this is reacting based off of this news. Had a nice artificial bounce and then just capitulation to the downside. So, and if we go over here, currently this was the all-time high here for the S&P, which is a SPY here. And if you look, we're down from all-time highs around 4.7%. We were down all the way, I believe, in here somewhere, 5% to the downside of a movement. Now, are we, entering a stock market crash, or are we entering a correction? Well, if we're just simply entering a correction, a correction typically is, 10% or more. So If that's happening, I would say this 200-day around $570 with SPY is a good support level. I would love to see it dip down, and I could scoop up more shares of it. But is it just short term with what's going on in the markets? Time will tell. I definitely am stacking cash on the side because I don't really love the way the markets are looking right now. If we go over here to Tesla, Tesla had a nice bounce. I believe that was Friday, maybe. Yeah, Friday, because this is on a daily chart. Bounced right off of that 200-day moving average, and then it wicked up, and then now we're wicking back down to it. So I still think there's I have these two lines drawn. I think this is a line of support for it, but I believe this is a good baseline of support. You might as well say $210 or $200 for line of support, and quite frankly, it could be lower than that. But time will tell. But I would say this is a good range, and this is where I'm not in Tesla. I literally, I've been trying to get into it, and but I'm just waiting. I'm thinking about selling some cash secured puts at around 270, 265, and just dollar cost averaging if it falls, because I am bullish on Tesla and I like the way it's going. And if you go over here, you can see again, Dow drops 300 points. And look at this. Now it's saying 500. They just updated this. Yeah, there's just a lot of things that are happening in the markets that are just a little unsettling, and that's something to be concerned about. And I'm just keeping an eye on where things are headed. There's some really good. Nvidia again. Nvidia is falling. Here, let me clear this out. Nvidia is just tanking down. Look at this. This is a big candle here. Let's see how much it's fallen today. It's about 7.8%, something like that. Might as well call it 8%. It's below the 200-day moving average. Let's see when the last time it wicked down below the 200-day moving average on a daily chart. It's been all the way. So it wicked down. December of 2022 is when it first wicked down, and then it got back up above it around January. So you're talking, it was down below the 200-day for maybe a month. That's the last time that has happened, and that can happen, every 2 times a year or so. Right now, I look at this as a good buying opportunity. I sold some cash secured puts at 120. I rolled those positions down to 118. And I'm looking to potentially sell some more cash secured puts at a lower price, maybe 110, 112, somewhere in there to get into Nvidia. If we look at Palantir, if it'll load, you can see, this is just a crazy looking chart. And you can see I drew this line of support right here at around $84. And it's currently trading at 84.38. Now, will it hold? It wicked down all the way, I believe, to about 79 or 80. It wicked below it. Will it hold that line of support? Well, time will tell. If not, it's going to fall. I think it could fall way down, in the 60s easily. And that's another one that I want to get into, but I've just been waiting because it's been just overbought for so long, and I believe it's going to continue falling. And if not, I can simply continue to sell cash secured puts against the stock. So that's currently what I'm looking at for this first week in March of trading, and going to continue keeping an eye on the news, eyes on the charts, and I keep trying to dollar cost average into the market. Thanks so much, and I hope you guys have a blessed day.